We found them. Want to know how we do that? Tune in to Love and Light every Sunday at 7:55 p.m. here on TVJ.
The following program is suitable for viewing by children under the supervision of adults. Parental discretion is advised.
Labour Ministry urges vigilance amid reports of job scam in St. Catherine. Good evening and welcome to Primetime News. A very special welcome to our viewers on TVJ International in the Cayman Islands and online at onespotmedia.com. I'm Anthony Logue. Also this evening, Clarendon residents continue quest for justice of senior brutally murdered a month ago. And later, we'll tell you about stakeholders anticipating increase in commerce from Dream Weekend. There's also Saturday Sports Special and weather in this newscast, so please stay with us. I'll have the news in detail right after this break. Welcome back to Primetime News. And again, a special welcome to our viewers on TVJ International in the Cayman Islands and online at onespotmedia.com. First up this evening, amid concerns about an increase in job scams, the Labour Ministry is again urging job seekers to remain vigilant. Minister Pernell Charles Jr. issued the call this week after questions were raised about a recruitment drive being advertised in St. Catherine. This flyer making rounds on social media advertising a mass recruitment drive for farm work opportunity in Canada caught the eyes of some Jamaicans seeking employment overseas. But it also caught the attention of the Ministry of Labour and Social Security, who issued a scam alert forcing the organizers to pull the brakes on the event. This man, claiming to be the organizer, says he's since made contact with the ministry.
The reality is that there are meetings had already and meetings to come as it relates to if we can continue or operate any at all. As such, I've collected documentations to regularize locally.
Despite that assertion, Labour and Social Security Minister Colonel Charles Jr. explained that those looking to host recruitment drives must make contact with the ministry. As it relates to the farm work program,
the ministry is the only entity in Jamaica with the legal authority to place Jamaicans in farm work overseas. And so therefore we are urging the public to exercise caution whenever you're responding to overseas employment advertisements, particularly where they're asking you for a fee, a processing fee or other fees.
The development comes at a time when there have been reports of job scams, with some Jamaicans paying thousands to job recruiters for placement. The minister is encouraging job seekers to conduct their necessary checks.
Failure to conduct the necessary due diligence could result in you being exposed to fraud, identity theft, and financial loss. So this is a serious matter, and we have urged the public to just stay vigilant.
Motorists who use the main road connecting Pennants to Brandon Hill in Clarendon are making another appeal for the roadway to get some attention. The road has been in a state of disrepair for years. The motorists say their repair bills are sky high. The motorists showed us trails of oil on the road's sign of damage sustained by a vehicle recently due to the roads.
Well, I just feel like I want to go lay down and right now I have a cow bush to look after. I have to feed and I feel like I just go relax in the bed before I look after it. But the road rough, like hackling, make you feel weary. Me imagine all the pregnant women when they travel upon it. He's sick.
What's that?
Dread. Your feelings for the man who own the vehicle, man, for you see how parts gone, how things expensive.
I have 7 miles of road, and not 1 mile good. And every day we say money grant to fix that road. We will have the crankcase around fully panning. And if you don't know why, we used to take like 15 minutes to go up, now it take like 45 minutes and an hour.
The highly anticipated Dream Weekend is projected to bring an increase in economic activity in communities across Montego Bay. Head of the St. James Police Division, Senior Superintendent Aaron Samuels, says the police will be looking at ways to ensure the communities in and around Montego Bay benefit.
We are trying to ensure that the communities that would normally not would be a little bit more apprehensive. We want to ensure that we can spread the economic activity there in terms of events, but they will have to be properly monitored by the police. So we are reviewing how we do our events, and it doesn't change from the regular application procedures, but in terms of the places that we would allow for events. We have been experimenting and we have gotten good results thus far.
The Labour and Social Security Minister, Colonel Charles Jr., believes too many stakeholders were involved in the initial assessment process in the hurricane-affected communities. He said immediately after Melissa, even criminals were posing as assessors, and this has contributed to confusion among victims seeking to benefit from the restoration of owners' or occupants' family shelters roofs program.
There's a whole heap of people who are doing assessments. Church, parson, thief, politician, all manner of people are doing it. The only assessment that matters here is the assessment by the Ministry of Labour or the persons working with us.
Minister Charles Jr. was speaking to residents in Western Jamaica as part of the ministry's ongoing effort to speed up the roofs initiative.
The program is not closed. The program is active. That's why we are here. What is closed is new assessments, and you wouldn't fall in that batch because you have already interacted with the ministry. So whatever the issue is that you're having in terms of being told one thing and another, we will rectify it today.
And we take another break, but stay with us. More news when we return. Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. We're continuing the news. We begin this segment with a TVJ News follow-up. Residents of Union District in Clarendon are continuing their quest for justice for 64-year-old Hyacinth Johnson, who was brutally killed in the community more than a month ago. The Clarendon police say the investigations are ongoing and are warning residents against vigilante justice.
The usually quiet community of Union District has not been the same since the gruesome killing of 64-year-old Hyacinth Johnson. On June 1, Miss Johnson, otherwise called Miss June, was found at her home with multiple stab wounds. It is also believed that she was sexually assaulted. Since then, residents say they have been living in fear. At a recent town hall meeting, the residents vented their frustration.
This has never happened in the community. And we're all shaken up. We'd love to know who do this. Would like them to be caught.
It's the first time a lot of things happen. But this one, get a grip on me, you know. To the heart that I have inside, and sometimes I just feel emotion. And I just want the person, the predator who did this, I want him to bring to justice. Tell me what that's.
We need more light, more street light in here. As I said, from down there to go to Grantham, it's very bushy, and we'd like that place to be cleaned.
Earlier this week, they staged a protest against her brutal killing, a signal that the community will not tolerate violence.
We have my feel about this thing here. Believe me to God.
The leadership of the Clarendon Police Division have sought to assure residents that detectives are working hard to find the attacker.
We don't believe this crime is random. We believe that the person who perpetrated this crime is very much familiar with the area. So what we want you to do, the citizens, is to assist us so that we can assist you. We believe that somebody have seen, somebody have heard something.
And while residents wait for justice, frustration is boiling over, but the police are urging residents not to engage in vigilante justice.
This is the time to share the information with the police. No time to take matters
Al Shane Burke, TVJ News.
And that's it for the local segment. News from overseas when we return. Welcome back. In news overseas, a powerful typhoon has made landfall in China, the second to hit the country in a week, with nearly 2 million people evacuated from areas in the path of the storm. Typhoon Bavi, which spans 1,000 kilometers at its widest point, roughly the width of France, first came ashore in the coastal city of Taizhou on Saturday evening before making a second landfall in Wenzhou around midnight. After pummeling a chain of remote Japanese islands, it brought heavy rainfall to Taiwan as it brushed past its northern tip. Earlier landslides triggered by the storm killed at least 17 people in the Philippines. Though it has weakened to a Category 1 typhoon, it still presents a risk because of the huge volume of moisture within its rain bands. And the Primetime News package continues with sports right after this break.